फर्क पड़ता है। कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो तारी राय सो हमारी राय। Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो। Wherever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक। किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो। ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना। Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। We are reflecting on the happy mantra mala. Today will be the 6th talk. 5 we have completed. Mantra mala. Mala means a series, like Tulasi mala, Rudraksha mala. So one after another, beads keep on coming. And each bead is strengthening our conviction. See, when an object to be cut is butter, so for that you don't require a drilling machine. Only with your finger itself you can cut it. But if the object is a rock, then we require a drilling machine. Our mind is like a butter or a rock. See, those whose mind is like a butter, for them Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Only Ram is enough. See? It doesn't take much time. In a fraction of moment, the mind dissolves in consciousness. But if our mind is like a rock, then we require a drilling machine. So, this happy mantra mala is for people like us whose minds have become rocks. Therefore, one after another efforts are put. So we start from the beginning. Life is a time pass. See, means what? Whenever we are spending our time just for time pass, what is the net result? There is no calculation of gain or loss. See? When gain and loss is not the criteria, you are relaxed. When you are relaxed, you are not tense. When you are relaxed, you are at peace with yourself. See, friends. But whenever, whatever we do, we are all the time tense. Whether I'll get it or not. Relax, man, relax. And therefore, one after another mantra we have seen. So life is a time pass. फिर कोई क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Yes, sometimes we gain, sometimes we lose. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? On the contrary, every loss is a blessing in disguise. See, Arjun was called by one more name, Vijay. Why he was called Vijay? Because he has never been defeated in all the wars that he fought. Always winning. As a result, constant victory leads to arrogance. Konyosti sadrusho maya. I have done this thing, I have done that thing, I am like that, I. See? Then Bhagwan thought, now he needs a little break. And what was the break? This is for all of us. Fighting with the enemies is not an issue. But when the nears and dears start behaving like the enemies, then the real issue comes in life. See, if you take our country, they are fighting with the enemies is not the issue. But those who are very much within the country and becoming or living inimical to the country, then the real problem comes. See? So what was Arjuna's problem? War was not the problem, ability was not the problem. Problem was with whom you have to fight. Nears and dears. Is it not our problem? Do we get disturbed so much because of somebody else's child? All the time, ours. Therefore, I don't know what you call here. We call it as Sukha Kachra and Gila Kachra. What do you call here? Dry garbage and wet garbage. Possessions are Sukha Kachra. Relations are Gila Kachra. As long as you carry the garbage, you can never be at peace. See? Therefore, something will be okay, something will not be okay. ठीक है, this is what life is. See? Therefore, slowly, each mantra starts educating us. So क्या फर्क पड़ता है? But it is difficult. Yes, it is difficult, but not impossible. See? Never mind, try again. Like one of my friend, his son was hardly 3 years or so, first child. So like every parent do, he has purchased a bicycle for him with the additional wheels so that he can learn riding the bicycle. First time he sat on that and he started running so fast. The father has to run, he will fall down, but he was comfortable. Some children will take a lot of time. This child, first time he sat and okay. This is what life is. We have to accept the thing is as it comes. And therefore, don't get lost in cause and effect. My friends, if you really want to walk spiritual path, give this a sincere thought. Why? Because the sky is too high. ऐसा ही होता है. See, what is the reality, the truth? The truth is beyond cause and effect. Where we are lost in cause and effect. So, why my husband is like that? Why my wife is like that? Other people are good. Why my children are like that? Why? Because the sky is too high. Therefore, don't get lost into this. Why this is happening? पता नहीं हो, ऐसा ही है बस. Accept, go ahead. One example I'll tell you about this. पता नहीं. One girl, now she is a mother. Recently I met her. So when she was in class 7 or so, every community has got different qualities. If you take Tamilians, they are very good in music and dance, Bharatanatyam, etc. And if you take other, like for example, Maharashtrians, they have zero dance in them. But then here in this country, competitions are NRI versus NRI. Your son is going for tennis? Yes, my daughter also goes for Bharatanatyam. Now what is the Bharatanatyam? Kicking the floor for no fault of hers. Doing the simple things complicated way is Bharatanatyam. We do namaste. Now that poor girl, in her DNA there is no dance. But you have to learn. So she was hitting the floor so badly, and as a result she got some pain in the heels. All things they tried, it will not go. She used to cry. To such an extent, she was going to the school, class 7 or so, in a wheelchair. You can imagine how painful it was. Then old people, they have nothing else to do, so they complain. So, see, we have not done any bad to anybody. We go to satsang, we have puja in our house. But why this is happening to us? We don't know, God, why is it happening? Now the father of that baby child, he got fed up with the old people. Old people make everybody miserable, including me. So, he finally got fed up. He said, now stop all this stupid. You brought me to Swami. I never knew him. What he told, don't ask a question why. Now this is the situation. Now think how it can be sorted out. Don't get into cause and effect. And then whatever he has to do, all kinds of things, and in due time it was over. So whenever we get lost in cause and effect, we are going far away from the truth. Therefore, why this is happening? I don't know, it's happening like this. Relax. Now see what happens. If you establish a cause for something happening, what is the effect of that? Suppose here I have come. Now here I get all the comforts. Everything perfect. So, what will be my next visit? See, I will go there only. Because I get every comfort. Now, second example. I come here and they provide all kinds of difficulties for me. When I go to take bath, apply soap, water is switched off. Know what to do. Go to the toilet, there is no tissue paper. I take food, too much of salt. So, why they are doing like this? I think I will not come here. Meaning, cause and effect. That which is useful, we will be attached. That which will be troublesome, we will have hatred. Net result is, our mind will end up in likes or dislikes, love or hatred, if we establish cause and effect. Then what is to be done? For everything, make one cause. What is that? Jo thari raay so mari raay. Everything is happening by God's will. So something happens, you are fighting with the God. If something happens good, you are thanking the God. Meaning what? Every event of our life will remind us of the divine. We will be getting out of these worldly problems. Therefore, jo thari raay so mari raay. When we thus rise above these complementary opposites, then we come to know nothing to do, nowhere to go. So whatever is to be done, you do perfectly well and relax. Remember this word, relax. दिमाग और तबला हमेशा चढ़ा के नहीं रखते. When there is a need, yes, it should be tightened. After the work is over, relax that tabla. Otherwise, the skin will become useless. Same way, all the time, Gambirananda, no. Relax. Thereafter, next thing we saw, how we get involved in this world. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. World is name and a form. Forms are outside, words are inside. Therefore, the world is not only outside, world is both outside, inside. Between these two, outside and inside, What is under our control? Now you are a dozen here. You are outside. Now what control I have got on you? No control. Control will be within, in me. How it will be? Whether you are a dozen or 200, if I do not react, I have conquered the world. See? Therefore, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, देखो सुनो outer world. मत बोलो inner world. Therefore, friend, this is a very high spiritual practice. Live in this world, but don't create comments in such a manner that they will create impressions on our mind. Impressions are two types. One is that what we like, one is that we do not like, we hate it. So whatever we like, we want to repeat it. Whatever we dislike, we want to avoid it. And upar se God is playing with us. So whatever we don't like, that we get. And whatever we like, that we don't get. And we become more and more miserable. And he's enjoying. Maja aa gaya na? Therefore, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, cut the world, outer world outside. We have no control over this. Control is on ourself, on our mind. And what is the control? No comments. See? Whenever we give comment, we have given a status of reality to that. See? And once we know the truth, then in a general language we will say that, but we know it is not so. See? Take an example. We see the sky is blue, oh beautiful. But with the study of physics we come to know sky has no color. It is optical illusion. After having known that the sky is not blue, yet when you see it is in blue. So saying the sky is blue and yet not accepting that the sky has a color is spiritual life. Taking the relativity, living in this relative world, and yet recognition that relativity appears does not exist. See? How the world enters in our mind? The world enters in our mind through mainly two channels. One is the eyes, second is the ears. So when the world enters, if our mind is deep like the ocean, what will happen? The world will enter and get dissolved. But if our mind is shallow, if you see the shallow pools of water, even if a dry leaf falls, there will be ripples on the water surface. You go to the deep sea, the whole ship sinks, no ripples. Whenever we are disturbed, we are at the surface level of our life. Go deep. And how do we go deep? By this technique. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Very important. This is one of the highest spiritual practice I can understand. Thereafter, now our scheme of living day-to-day life, we all have to play different roles. Every time we cannot be the same. If I am in front of my father, I am a son. If I am in front of my wife, I am a husband. If I am in front of my son, I am a father. So we all have to play different roles. See? And if we don't remember where we are, what is our role, all mistakes will happen. See, friends. And therefore, the real spiritual practice will be this: wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. After the role is over, immediately change your clothes. But all the time we carry that burden. See? You must have seen in the houses, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law problem. One daughter-in-law was so frustrated with her mother-in-law. Why one? So she was frustrated with the mother-in-law, and something happened. And that very moment, her own child came for asking something. But anger against mother-in-law was so strong, she started beating the child. Child thinking, what is happening to mom? Because the anger she couldn't contain, she has to release that anger on the child. Therefore, always remember this much. Now this point I give again. Where are we? In satsang. What should be we? Satsangi. If you are satsangi, whatever examples I am giving, with those examples, you will not go back in your personal life. Suppose I give the example of husband and wife. And in that I praise the husband and condemn the wife. Immediately, the husband will look at the wife. Wife and husband is a common noun. It is not a proper noun. Remember this. We are only satsangi. And here we have to learn. That's it. This is the crux of all spiritual life. This is the message of Bhagavad Gita. Arjun forgot for a fraction. This delusion doesn't come for a long period of time. It comes in a fraction and it disappears. But in that fraction, all the problems happen. So, he has to only remember that now I am on the battlefield, I am only a warrior, none else. Exactly the same way. Now we are in the satsanga, now we are only satsangi and none else. You have learned whole Bhagavad Gita. So, wherever you are, be 100%. Now, after this, next point comes Karnataka. Now we are come here. Karnataka is what? See? About this Karnataka, I made one story. And the story I'll tell you. It's a very simple story to make this point. There was an actor. First of all, give example and then tell the story. During 1920s, 30s, ladies were not coming on the stage to act. That time we were backward. Now we have become so forward that the gents don't come on the stage, only ladies come. So, the gents were acting as ladies. So the man will be there, but he will be dressed like a woman and act like the woman and talk like her. But during that time also, when he is acting as a woman, he has not forgotten that he is a man. He is only acting as a woman, but he is a man. If this is understood, we have to practice this. Although I am in front of my father as a son, I have to remember I am a man. Although I am in front of my wife as a husband, I have to remember I am a man. And then one day it will click that we all have to play different roles in our life. See, the playing different roles is called as Karnataka. Like you are doing now, as if you are listening. See, if you are really practicing it, it will happen in your life. Therefore, Karnataka is nothing negative, but to know that we all have to play our roles perfectly well. Everything in our scriptures, all things, spiritual practice and everything, can be summarized by one word. That word is either Rama Leela or Krishna Leela. Don't we have Ram Leela? Now what is Ram Leela, Krishna Leela? Everything appears to be happening, but nothing is happening. See, in Ramcharitmanas this story comes. Sati was surprised why Lord Shiva calls Bhagwan Ram as Bhagwan. See, he is so much after his wife. When his wife was taken away by Ravana and he was crying, he became mad, he was frustrated. If he is God divine, why he is like that? She did not know it was a natak. Because you all must be knowing, after living for so many years in Chitrakoot, then the last year, Bhagwan Ram decided to go and bless the people in the forest, etc., according to the script written by the God. So in that, he told Sitaji, hide your original form in the element fire and take out a Xerox copy. This was known only to Bhagwan Ram and Sita and to none. Thereafter, when they started, front Ram, then Xerox Sita, then Lakshmanji were going. And that Sita which was taken away by Ravana was the Xerox copy, not the original. This was not known to anybody except these two of them. But when this happened, how Bhagwan's acting was as if he is so much miserable, talking to the trees and plants, then the Jatayu, yes, this is mine, as if it is so real. Karnataka. And thereafter, when the fight was over, then Sita has to come back. Again there he plays the same trick. That I will ask you to go through the fire treatment, Agni Pariksha. And in that, burn the Xerox copy and let the original come out. And this is how the whole story is. This was known to Bhagwan Ram and Sita. It was not known to Satiji or anybody else. So what was really happening in Ramayana? Nothing has happened. It was just a drama. Friends, we are all in the divine drama. In Yoga Vasishta, the other day when I was reading, I was so thrilled. That has cleared many webs in my head. See, we all go through dreams. And in dream, there are many characters. Friends, enemies, loss, gain, human beings, animals, everything is there. So, in that, when our dream is over, do we discuss or think about, oh, I have seen that man in the dream, what must have happened to him? Oh, I had such a great money gained through the lottery. Now, where that money must have gone? No. When we are out of the dream, we don't think about the contents of the dream even 1 second, is it not? If this is clear, we are all in the dream of the Brahmaji. Our mind is Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar, 4. Mind, a confused state of thought. Buddhi, a confirmed state of thought. Then Chitta, a memory bank. Whose mind? Ahankar. So there are 4 functional aspects of our mind. Brahmaji has got 4 heads. So individual subtle body and total subtle body. So every dream doesn't come from outside. It comes from our own mind. And when our dumb mind can create such a lovely world in the dream, all good and bad experiences, and when the dream is over, we don't bother what happened to the contents of the dream. Exactly the same way, my friends, we are all in the dream of Brahmaji. When our sleep is over, it is called as mini pralay, mini dissolution. When Brahmaji's sleep is over, it is called a maxi pralay. Thereafter, if somebody has done a sin in our dream, after the dream is over, will he go to hell or heaven? My friends, take this stand in your life. As we care not for whatever has happened to the contents of the dream, similarly, Brahmaji also doesn't care. Don't cry, why this is happening, Krishna, 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 and useless. Yeah. It's just a drama going on, that's it. But play the drama as the real artist. We should play our role perfectly well. Then only the director is happy. In one drama practice last day, the director said, now I am okay, now let us do a final performance complete. I will sit and watch. No audience, only the director was watching. And there was a particular event. One terrorist comes on the stage with a gun in the hand, and one Malayali is reading a newspaper. This is the particular event. So the terrorist comes with a gun in his hand and he shoots. Perfect sound matching and everything. Dhak, 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 dhak. And he goes away. His part is over. Now because of this, the Malayali who was reading the newspaper, he is supposed to die because the bullets were pumped in him. So what he does, he, instead of dying, he folds the newspaper properly, keeps on the table, and then slowly does his lungi properly, and then falls down. Why died? Can it happen? So the director got angry. There is no life in your death. Die properly. See, friends, play your role perfectly well. But at the same time, know for certain that I am not dying, and the one who pumps the bullet, he also knows I am not killing. Play your role. But we, instead of playing the role, we get so much entangled in that role, and because of that we suffer. So Karnataka. And you will discover one day by God's grace, all those who are miserable, they do not exist. You know, this how I learned. You are all my gurus. I learned from you people only. When the boy and the girl, they fall in love because they love each other and they fall. That fall is called as marriage. And after the marriage happened, few days go nicely, and then the love becomes evaporated, nothing remains. And then tutu, my tutu begins. And they cannot hold it further. And this happens. I have conducted many such cases, not one. This happens when they are in the age group of 40 to 52. This is the age time. All the misunderstanding between the husband and the wife happens when they are in this age group. It is not their fault, Bhagwan's Leela. And some of them, they separate. Now, when they came to me, I said, look here, who is fighting? He, she. Now, who are they? He, a man, and she, a woman fighting? Or he, the husband, and she, the wife fighting? Of course, husband, wife fighting. Come on. Now, separate the man from the husband, show me. Separate the wife from the woman, show me where they are. Where are they? And when the divorce happens, who dies? If somebody dies, we do the Shraddha, is it not? So, when divorce happens, there are no more husband-wife. So, husband-wife died. Do we do the Shraddha after the divorce? Then what has happened? Nothing has happened. And who were miserable? These non-existing entities. What more spiritual life we want? Therefore, Karnataka. See, friends, We have to again and again recognize this. That is spiritual life. Otherwise, tu, my, tu, there is no end to it. So, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%, and as a result, to practice it again and again, Karnataka. So when you are in front of your elders, don't argue. Without hearing, say, yes, we'll do that. Correct. You are right, you are perfectly, we'll do that. Afterward, do whatever you have to do, because they'll forget after some time. The best part is old people don't remember anything. But if you argue with them, they'll remember. So, without argument, listening, yes, we'll do perfectly. So, thank you so much. Go and know, kya karna kar dalo. You don't waste your time with the old people. See, the best way is to say yes and go ahead. Similarly, youngsters, yes, they are meant to commit mistakes. Now, if we look within ourselves sincerely, can we claim with our hand on our heart, we have not done anything wrong in our whole life? Every one of us have done something good, something bad, knowingly, unknowingly, is it not? So as we have to forgive ourselves, we have to forgive others also. Forgiving ourselves is spiritual practice. Forgiving others, don't take the world seriously. Those who cannot forgive themselves, they suffer throughout life. They have got a tremendous, strong personality. See, friends, about the past, there is only one option. Option is select, shift, delete. No other option. Past cannot be changed. Past cannot be improved. Only thing is delete it. And how to delete it? Don't talk about it. Yesterday also I told you. Every one of us have got some or the other past. There is no need to talk about our past to anybody, and there is no need to know about anybody's past. This is extremely important part of spiritual life. When I was discussing this in Varanasi, there used to be one elderly person, very well read. He was the editor of, the Gita Press magazine, Kalyan. He was the editor of that. He is no more now. So he used to come and sit, very nice person. He was about 80, 85. He asked me, Swamiji, you are insisting again and again, don't talk about the past. But unless we tell about our past, how the children will know? I said, then talk, no problem. No, I want to know what is the reason. I said, Babaji, I will not argue with you, what you are telling. No, I am not arguing. You tell me, I want to learn. I said, then I will tell you. Past belong to whom? To us or to the body? When I say I am 80 years old, 80 years belong to the body or to me? When we write DOB of whose body? So when we talk about our past, we are strengthening our body identification. And what is this samsara? Samsara begins after body identification. This is my everyday experience, yours also. But you don't recognize, I recognize. Everywhere I go, different house, different room, different bed, different bathroom, everything. So when you sleep, you are nowhere, never, nobody. When you get up, you are somewhere, someone, and again the samsara begins. So, the world comes into existence after body identification. And when we give the status of reality to the body identification, nobody can help us. Therefore, real spiritual practice is at two levels. First level, freedom from body identification. Second level, freedom from the notion that we are a soul in the body. See, we are learning Karnataka. See, this soul principle in our scriptures is meant for one of the most important factor of spiritual life. That is, we are all expert in blaming others for the problems of our life. If I am a husband, I am disturbed and miserable because of my wife. If I am a father, I am disturbed and miserable because of my children. If I am a daughter-in-law, miserable because of the mother-in-law. So what will be my spiritual practice with this background? So what will be the spiritual practice of the husband? I am disturbed because of my wife. I don't know what to do. So my spiritual practice will be to improve the wife. And when he will sit for meditation, what will be his Anishta Devata? Belan Devi. The wife with a belna in the hand, and he is doing meditation. Because you have taken yourself to be the body. And therefore, the real spiritual practice is recognize this. The samsara begins after body identification. And to get out of the body identification, we don't have to divorce, we don't have to kill others or ourselves. Only know this is the big drama. That's it. And when you are playing something as a drama, you will be perfect in your performance. But you will not be influenced by all the good or bad acts performed on the stage. See? We don't have to do anything. Like the actor on the stage. He is doing something for the audience. But for himself, he is not doing anything. See? Like I am an actor. And the whole story was built up around this person, that he was being tortured and he was being troubled and that person was very miserable and all kinds of blames were put on him and he was suffering and with the makeup blood coming out and everything. When this is going on, the whole audience has a sympathy for that character and they take the tissue papers and start wiping their nose. You know what kind of questions people ask us? Swamiji, you have got a tremendous observation. Why these days the ladies, when they cry, they take out the tissue paper and wipe their nose, not the eyes. Why? I say because the lacrimation duct is open and the tears are diverted, they come through the nose. No, that could not be. What is the reason? Reason is they have paid through nose for the eyelashes. If they clean it, it will go away. It's very expensive. Therefore, see, friends. So audience is crying because the crime conducted on that character on the stage. But that time what goes on in the mind of the character, the actor goes on thinking, you fools, you are paying and crying really. I am paid and crying fake. See? Play. See, don't take life seriously. Many people take spirituality means a very serious thing, all the time. Very serious. What? Don't disturb. Meditation in progress. You must have seen all these meditation gimmicks. They will be putting a board outside. Meditation in progress, don't disturb. Bracket, we are already disturbed. See, friends, our understanding of meditation is like what? one old man and his old wife. So for fun, I like old husband wife. You give them chabi and chhod do. Fight karte rehte, you can enjoy. You don't have to do anything. This is what I do. So I said, Babuji, how many points you have on your driving license? Not a single one, Swamiji. The old man telling with a great self-respect. Not even a single one. Wife, do you think she will keep quiet? How can you get? Did you drive any time? Poor husband collapses. Great fun, is it not? So you may have to play different roles, but don't get entangled in that role. Then life is real spiritual. And friends, as we people grow old, remember, wife becomes stronger, husband becomes a weakling. I am telling you from my observation for last 40, 60 years. For every small little thing, he has to ask. Therefore, when I conduct retreats in Bharat, I try to suggest. They listen, they listen. They don't listen, they don't listen. Don't come together for the retreat, only husband or only wife. If you come together, stay separately. Don't stay together. But if they stay together, then the same thing what was at home. In the morning, as usual, the husband gets up first, the wife gets up late. It's universal. And thereafter, he will go to the bathroom. From there, he will shout, where is the toothbrush? And she will fight. दिखता नहीं क्या? वहीं है. हाँ, I got it. See? Then second, but where is the toothpaste? On my head. Oh, I got it. See? Unless in the morning there is a firework, the day doesn't begin. See? And then, where are my dentures? In old age, love is taking the denture of the wife and washing it and putting it back in the... See, friends, try to become independent. It is for this purpose our scriptures tell Vanaprasthashram. Don't take service from anybody. It's so important. That is the reason whenever I am in places where there is a congregation, like a retreat, etc., I do my job only for this purpose. Otherwise, these ammas are terrible. Today is Matru Din, Mother's Day. So to all my mothers in the whole world, I offer my salutations. You know Mother's Day, how I celebrate. Today is the day. Bhagwan Krishna did one Leela. He left Devaki for not the whole life, for a few years. And during that time, he got Yashoda. Is it not? I have left my Devaki. He, Krishna being poor, he got only one Yashoda. I got battalions of Yashodas around the world. He got only for 6, 7, 8 years, 10 years. I got for my whole life. See? How you can be miserable in this world? Therefore, you are more miserable. With one mother, with one Yashoda, Krishna was tortured, isn't he? He was constantly troubling him, beating him with a stick, tying him down with this thing, that thing. Now all this mother all over the world, they kill me by feeding. Swamiji, please take. No, I can't take it. No, you have to please take. We are prepared with such a great love for you. Mama, if I eat, I will die. Never mind, you eat. So they call mother's love. Mother's love, I don't agree with that. It's a torture. See? Therefore, play your role. Don't get too serious in life. Karnataka. Now, if we are doing this natak in our life, so where it is, Karnataka, when we do natak, what it means, don't create friends and enemies in this world. Be friendly with everybody. There are 3-4 types of relations according to Bhagavad Mahapuran, according to Patanjali Yoga Darshan, according to Vedanta. Relationship with the elders should be a reverential relationship. When we respect somebody or something, that body or that thing is not benefited. The one who extends the respect or reverence, he is benefited. Get this point. I'll tell you one event which happened many years before. I told it in number of my talks. We were going to Badri Kedar, and on way, halfway Rudraprayag, we had to break journey for tea, coffee. So 2 bus loads. We got down, nice bright sun, cold weather. So somebody gave me a cup of tea, so I was taking tea. Now in India, so many people go for pilgrimage. They saw one Babaji standing. So one lady came and did namaskar. The second one came, queue. So there was one doctor with me. She was a professor of medicine, radiology in Delhi University. She says, Swamiji, all these unknown people come and do namaskar to you. How do you feel? I said, Mama, hold my tea, don't drink it, hold it. Then the next lady who was going to do namaskar said, stop. She is my mother. I did namaskar to her. If you do namaskar to me, you get 1 kilogram of merit. If you do namaskar to my mother, you get 1 quintal. Now you decide. Queue diverted. I took my cup of tea and went away. Now she is nailed. She can't go anywhere now. She can't go anywhere. And when our time of departure came, then I was avoiding her. I know what is coming. She became so mad. Somebody, you are nasty. Why did you do like that? I said, Mama, you ask me, when unknown people come and do namaskar, how do you feel? You felt? What is the moral of the story? The one who treats anything or anybody reverentially, that body or thing is not benefited. We are benefited. Therefore, respect everyone. This is spiritual practice. One relation, one of the most important. See, among Punjabi, this is something good I like. There was a boy and he told Mummy. Mummy was inside, he was outside in the front door. He said, Mom, some man has come. So she said, my dear beta ji, ऐसा नहीं कहते हैं. Then you tell, Mummy ji, कोई uncle ji आए हैं. This is the way you should talk. Okay, Mummy ji. After some time, one buffalo came in front of the house. Mummy ji, Anji beta ji, आंगन जी में buffalo ji आया जी. So when we respect somebody, we are benefited, not the person who is given the respect. See, friends, don't have to do anything. Recognize with the elders. Now, those who are our age group, relation should be friendly. Don't be a friend to a friend, but be friendly with everyone. Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter. Who is a real devotee? Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitra karuna evacha. Maitra means friendly, not a friend to a friend. Be friendly with everybody. And being friendly with means everybody means what? We are comfortable in the presence of everyone. See? If somebody feels uncomfortable by our presence, we should have the wisdom to go. See, many places it happens. The young husband and wife, they are having some business, whatever good or bad, fighting or talking. That time the oldies go on. क्या हो रहा था? No need. Where we are not required, we should have the wisdom to go away. See? I don't have that, but I have learned only from you. One girl told me, Swamiji, you tell me what should be done. So she told me, Swamiji, when me and my husband are talking sometime, my father-in-law comes because his wife died. He comes and he stands there like that, listening. What should I do? I say, kill her, kill him. We should have that common sense. Where we are not required, we should not go. See? Therefore, be friendly, but don't be imposing your friendship on others. There is one boy in Delhi, I don't know where he is now. 2-3 years before, he came for my lecture. Young boy, must be in college first year or so. And after 1 or 2 days, he said, Swamiji, I want to talk to you. I said, start talking. No, separately. I don't talk separately to anybody. Talk here. Swamiji, nobody wants me. When some boys are standing together, and if I go there, they stare, hey, you get out. Nobody wants me. Why they want? I said, I also want to tell you, get out. Why people do not want us? Because our presence is uncalled for. Recognize this. Maitra, so add age group. Then who are younger than us? Youngsters are authorized to commit mistakes and we are authorized to forgive them. See, one technique I tell you, which I told somebody, it helped them. When the child was creating a lot of problem, not a big child, maybe class 8, 9 like that, creating problem. So the mother, Swamiji, what should be done? I don't understand. I said, I'll tell you, try. I said, you stop talking to him. Not hatred, but stop talking. So she stopped talking. Now earlier, she was constantly nagging. Now suddenly she stopped talking. Now that way became uncomfortable for the child, who is constantly receiving bullying from the mother. Now mother has stopped talking. Mom, I am going. 2-3 days, he came. Mom, you are angry with me? No, I am not angry. No more word. Without telling, he knew where he was going wrong and he changed. Constant nagging is no good. This is what we don't understand. So, elders, our age group, youngsters. And fourth type of people we come across is the problematic people in the society. With them, remain indifferent. We are not here to improve the society. We are here to make our life fulfilled. See, friends, when this thing is done, then we clearly will understand किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. See, my friends, don't create friends and enemies in this world. Remain friendly with everyone and don't create enemies and be frustrated in life. Thereafter, it comes, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. फिर ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Is the next mantra. We'll take it in our next satsang. After 1 hour, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.